Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, welcome to another market open stream. Welcome back from wherever you may have gone last week. Happy Monday. We're starting out a new week. So, let's talk about this massive Bitcoin supply shock that's happening right now. We got a lot of great news to talk about it. And guess who just bought more Bitcoin? A couple $billion worth of Bitcoin. And we got to talk about this one very hot crypto. I think you guys know which one it is, XRP. That's mimicking their 2018 run. Very, 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 very hot. And I've been talking about it nonstop recently too, and everyone else have. So let's talk about that as well. But it's not just these two. There are many others in the space that are doing quite well. So let's talk about everything today. Let's have a good time discussing everything. All right, let's do it. Welcome, 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 guys. Hopefully you guys have recovered from your week. Maybe you took some time off. Maybe you went on vacation. Or maybe you stayed home and just enjoyed your gains. Because we've had a lot of gains last week. That's right. A lot of gains. Bitcoin is still starting out. I mean, still under 100,000. It's still doing quite well. We're starting out a week at 96.2. We went down a little bit yesterday. A little bit, but you know, I have a feeling this week we're gonna go right back up. We may be testing at 99.8 again, but you know what? This is what I've been saying for the last few weeks. If we stay below 100,000 and consolidate here, it's quite fine. We went up really, really fast, but what I wanted to see and what's happening is resurgence in alts, having all the crypto projects that has been dormant for years come back to life. And that's exactly what we're seeing. And that's great. And everyone's feeling good about it. And Bitcoin is still staying strong. But you know what? Bitcoin will only consolidate for so long, especially with all the buying, the massive buying that's happening in front of our eyes. It's only going to be suppressed for so long before we break that magical 100,000 mark. And then that's it. No more. No more 5 digits. Only 6 digits. But look at H-bar. I've been talking a lot about H-bar in my videos, my Sunday walk videos, my crypto cruise videos, my live streams. You know, a lot of the American-based crypto projects are blowing up. H-bar, Hedera now up 23% today, flying up. All right, you got XRP, of course, still flying up at almost 250 now. Just days ago, when I purchased, was 170 and it's now 250. It's going on a historic run, guys. It's going to break through its 2018 level, it seems like, in a matter of days. And then you got like something like Cardano, which has been going up. You know, I'm the master of drawing lines here. I drew that 118 line, and it did hit it. It did hit it yesterday, and it had a hard stop there. But I have a feeling it's going to test it again pretty soon. And we got many others that's doing quite well. Today, Chainlink is blowing up. AVAX is doing quite well today. We got VeChain also doing quite well. We got a lot of great movers today. That's what we want to see. We want to see the entire market moving up. That is awesome. Awesome. So I'll get to more of these in a little bit. Okay, let's start out with a couple things. Let's talk about the market and Bitcoin. So the U.S. market is starting out kind of mixed. MicroStrategy, let's see. MicroStrategy is always my go-to indicator in terms of how Wall Street is going to behave. right now they're kind of mixed. So I don't know. Wall Street doesn't know if they want to be bullish or bearish on Bitcoin today still. I think they're going to turn bullish. But for last week, it was kind of mixed with MicroStrategy. It hasn't really pumped, haven't really dipped. It was kind of just flat. We'll see. But we got, of course, more Saylor news. There's always Saylor news. I did see this. Nothing to do with crypto, but this, of course, makes a whole lot of sense. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares resigns. Those of you guys that watch my Crypto Cruise video, I mentioned this. I drove a Dodge Durango 392, which I love that car. I love that car. But anything under Stellantis, Jeeps, Dodges, what else is there? I mean, Fiats. Fiats are garbage. But anyways, anything under the brand, they have massive discounts. No one wants to buy them. They're like marked off 10,000, 15, 20,000, 25,000. They're marked up to begin with, but now you can get them like 25,000 off MSRP. No one wants them. So that's why he's stepping down. It makes sense. I just want to share that because, I just think it makes sense. Anyways, so the market is probably waiting to hear from all these speakers or FOMC members and one Fed Chair Powell, which is coming Wednesday. And I don't get why all these members need to talk. You always have all these people sharing their opinions, and then some are more hawkish than others, and it spooks the market. And none of them matter because only Powell, has the final say about rate, cuts or hikes. We're not going to have any hikes. It's all about cuts these days. So, I don't know why any of them needs to talk. All we care about is this guy right here on Wednesday. But, we may get some volatility this week because of all these people sharing their opinions, which do not matter. There's only one person that matters, is Powell. And I don't know how long he's going to, stay. Like SEC chair, obviously Gensler, he resigned. Is Powell going to resign? He's putting up this face like, I'm not going to resign even if I'm asked to. But is he really going to stay if everyone wants him to be gone? I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, going back to Bitcoin, Saylor decided that he doesn't have enough Bitcoin. So he decided to purchase another 15,000 worth, 1.5 billion. Again, I don't know how Saylor gets magical billions tucked under, like, I don't know, whatever mattress he has. That must be like close to $10 billion worth of Bitcoin within the last 2 weeks. I don't even think he raised that much money. So I don't know where he gets these billions from, but he just comes up with it. Another 1.5 billion purchase. So now he has 402,000. Just like a few weeks ago, he had 250,000. Now he has 402,000. It's just going quite nuts. Yeah, so now he brought his average price up to 58,000. And yeah, it's just him and Larry Fink are in direct competition to see who could acquire more Bitcoin. And he has this what do they call it? The infinite money glitch, because the more Bitcoin he buys, the more he could raise debt, and the more Bitcoin he could buy, and then it just keeps on going, and his stocks keep going up forever. It's just like he found a magical solution, and anyone that copies this formula is also getting that infinite money glitch printer too, and it's just working. But what we really want is Microsoft and others to follow. So Saylor yesterday did reveal his presentation to Microsoft. It's a 3-minute presentation. So we'll see. This month is when Microsoft will be putting up to a vote to its shareholders whether or not they will be buying Bitcoin. And seeing how Bitcoin is so strong and how everyone is starting to get involved, maybe the board isn't so sure. Centea and others, they were actually trying to get their shareholders to say no because they're not on board. But maybe, but this was months ago. But maybe now, after this presentation, after the landscape, especially after the the election, and they're seeing how pro Trump is about Bitcoin now, they could see the landscape changing, and they could see how adopted Bitcoin is. Maybe this is the way. And Saylor argued that Microsoft could create $5 trillion in value by adopting Bitcoin. Even though Microsoft is already worth $3 trillion, they could become an $8 trillion company. It's not easy. MicroStrategy and others, they're under $1 trillion. So to get up to $1 trillion is easier than a company that's $3 trillion to get up to $8 trillion. That's like infinitely harder, right? You need something. And that something is Bitcoin, right? So, hey, it could happen. If Microsoft embraces Bitcoin, man, every single big tech company on the planet will do so, and it's going to be absolutely nutty if it happens. The supply shock is going to be insane. Even though we already have it, it's going to be even more insane. Just look at all the companies out there that already embrace Bitcoin. And this is outdated. Look at MicroStrategy at 386. It's outdated. It's 400,000. This doesn't even include the ETFs. Doesn't include the countries that hold it. This is just the individual companies. But if Microsoft comes in, they could buy 400,000 Bitcoin like it's nothing, like it's chump change. And then everyone else that follows, you get the picture, right? It could be absolutely marvelous. Mara also is proposing to sell 700 million plus another 105 million, right? And guess what they're doing? They're going to be buying gold with that. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, they're not going to be buying gold. No one's going to be buying. No one's raising money to buy gold these days. When have you ever heard anyone do that? No one has done that. Saylor has perfected the system. You're raising to buy Bitcoin. That's right. And it works. The Bitcoin strategy works. Yeah. All right. ETF inflow for November. We closed out November. I didn't even look at what the final tally is, but I'm pretty sure it's like 40, close to 40%. ETF inflow for November, 6.4 billion. Again, supply shock is a real thing. Okay, 6.4 billion. And now imagine we're in December. Santa rally is going to be in full effect. How high is Bitcoin going to go? 120, 140. And then you could see that not only for Bitcoin, all these others, oh my God, I haven't even been paying attention, but look at like XRP now, it's like 260. Hedera is at 26. Everything is pumping right now. It's like Bitcoin is going up too. I mean, you don't see it as much, but it's going up. Things are going wild right now. Absolutely wild. You've been throwing your longs, you're going to be making some serious money right now. But yeah, this is the time. This is the time where things get really exciting, guys. Really exciting. This is December. Normally December, this is when the most money is made. Money is starting to flow. People are feeling good. Profits are soaring, right? And that's, that's usually how it happens. With traditional markets, and with crypto. That's normally, and especially when a bull market, if we're in crypto winter, then it's a different story. Okay, I mean, obviously, December of 2022, December 2023, it wasn't that great. But we're not. We're in December 2024. This is going to be a good month. And it's going to be great. Especially Bitcoin right now, you notice that the reserves are going down. This is the only cycle where the reserve is going down. The only one. All the other ones, it went up. This is the only one where it's going down. So you do the math. With all the buying and the reserves going down, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen, right? Of course. And now, you have noticed, like with all these alts starting to come up, Bitcoin dominance is starting to come down, right? A lot of you guys been waiting for altcoin season, right? Waiting for that altcoin dominance to come down. And I did say this. I did say true altcoin season will start at the end of 2025, like the later half of 2025. That's when you see alts usually go up 10, 50, 20, 100x at the very tail end. But I did say that, hey, by the end of this year, we'll probably get a mini altcoin season, kind of like what we saw in March and April, right? Mini altcoin season. It'll still be pretty substantial, especially when Bitcoin breaks through a new high. And that's kind of what we're seeing now, right? Not for all alts, but a lot of the good ones, a lot of the L1s, L2s, obviously with a lot of the American-based crypto companies. Yesterday, I'll also mention a lot of the AI plays. A lot of them have started moving. Not all of them, but I do think that AI will play a big part in 2025 now. But yeah, if the Bitcoin dominance starts coming down a little bit, right? What does that mean? A lot of the alts are going to start doing well, right? So I think we'll get that mini altcoin season, but the true altcoin season, the true pumps, right, will really happen in 2025. So don't give up on Bitcoin yet. A lot of people tend to make that shift too quickly because after the mini altcoin season, what could happen is the dominance goes back to Bitcoin, right? Just like after March and April, what happened from April all the way until November or October, I could say, altcoin dominance started going down and Bitcoin dominance went up. So, make sure you still have a good amount of Bitcoin, but enjoy your gains with alts as they come up, right? But this is interesting. Right now, no one really knows where the money is coming from because Bitcoin, obviously, the institutions are not selling Bitcoin and putting them into alts. So who's putting them into alts? Well, according to Ki Young Ju, it's from the stable coins. The whales are putting money into stable coins and going directly into the alts. I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? And it's crazy if you look at stablecoin reserves are at an all-time high. They haven't really come down yet. So that means when they are spent, altcoin season is going to be crazy. You look at Binance's stablecoin reserve. It's at an all-time high right now at 28 billion. You don't really see that even dipping down. What's up with that? So what is that going to dip down? I guess true altcoin season, right? So some of it is being spent, but not all of it. But when that really comes down, that's when you know. That's when you know it's true altcoin season, but that's what's happening, right? Whales are depositing USDT, USDC, whatever else, stable coins. And that's what's happening with the alts right now. It's not coming from Bitcoin now. Before all previous cycles, you see Bitcoin profits move into alts. Right now, it's not. Right now, it's coming directly from stables. But I do have a theory about how when memes blow up in 2025, a lot of profits from memes will go into alts too. But anyways, speaking of XRP, it has flipped Solana, topping $2 for first time in 2018, right? So XRP right now, those of you guys that have been in the game long enough, you'll remember, I remember this in 2017. I remember the craze. I saw XRP go up to the moon, and in January 2018, the final 2 weeks before everything popped in 2018, XRP just went up to the moon every single day. It just kept going up and up and up and up until it hit that magical 370.70 mark. Okay, and at that point, it surpassed the market cap of Bitcoin. It was the most FOMO-ish thing I've ever seen in crypto, and I did not like it. But today, it's within reason. I've said that. One of the reasons why I decided to buy XRP is because even with all the FOMO, even where it is now at 263, it's sitting at 150 billion market cap. It's still less than half of Ethereum, right? That just shows you how suppressed it has been for the last 6 years. Even if XRP doubles from where it is now, it blows past the 2018 high. It goes directly to $5, $6. It would still be under the market cap of Ethereum. It is nowhere close to challenging Bitcoin's market cap. Okay, it's not even close of even surpassing Ethereum's market cap, right? So the landscape is totally different. Back in 2018 when it did it, it was nonsense, okay? To surpass Bitcoin's market cap, that was total FOMO, total nonsense. This day and age, with everything that Ripple has going on, with the landscape changing in 2025, right? And with the SEC finally going to get off their back, it makes sense, right? So even though I hate to see it above Solana because I love Solana so much, but it's within reason. It makes sense, right? So I could see why it is going up so much. And like I've been saying, it's never too late. It's never too late to make the shift. So that's why it is going on a run, just like 2018. And who knows where it's going to end up. And this recent run has been absolutely crazy. Within the last few days, within this last week, it's been up like, you could see it. In the last week, it's been up 85%. It's been absolute craziness. In the last 30 days, up 400%. But again, it's not just XRP, right? You look at Cardano. Cardano's up 222% in the last 30 days. Even something like AVAX, which not a lot of people are paying attention to, is up 100% in the last 30 days. Stellar, again, a project not a whole lot of people are talking about. I mentioned this yesterday. It's one of the big four I mentioned, right? Up 486% in the last 30 days. Hedera, another one, part of the big four I mentioned yesterday, up 481%. Right? And out of the big four, it is the cheapest in terms of market cap, under 10 billion. So these four have been absolutely killing it, 400% gains outside of Cardano. And they're part of the big four. So in case you don't know what I'm talking about, the big four, I explained in my yesterday's Sunday walk video. But yeah, they're just absolutely killing it right now. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. But going back to XRP, their wallets, obviously the number of people holding XRP is blowing up right now. Everyone's FOMOing into XRP. They are going to invest into this XRP ETF, okay? And now there's probably a case for it. Back in the day when it was introduced, before Gensler was resigning, before a lot of things was happening, maybe there was light interest. But now, after the elections, after Gensler's resigning, after this huge pump, there's probably a lot of interest. So pretty soon, we're probably going to hear about, yes, we're going to get some XRP ETFs listed. So it's probably going to be pretty hot. Okay, when it gets listed like Q1 of next year, it's probably going to get cooking. That's what I'm thinking. So that's going to definitely help, right? But outside of that, you know what? Overall, I think we're in the Santa rally, okay? And we're going to see a lot of goodness. Again, this is why for the whole year, I told you guys to stay strong, to stay focused in DCA. This is why we stay in the game, right? When things move, they move really fast. They come back hard. They come back extremely, extremely fast. And you know what? Now you guys are feeling it, right? Everyone's feeling good, except the shorters, except the people that didn't DCA, and the ones that panic sold, they're not feeling good, right? So no matter what you're holding right now, whether you are just a Bitcoin maxi, or whether you are a Solana maxi, or you're a XRP army that's been holding for 6 years, or even if you're a Doge guy from 2021, or you are an ADA guy, or you're an Avalanche guy, it doesn't matter. You're a Stellar guy, or even a Polkadot guy. It doesn't really matter because everything is recovering and coming back up. Maybe not all the way to the prior high, but you know what? It's going to get back up there, right? So things are looking very, very good. Very good indeed. So, all right, guys. And there's going to be a lot more gains to come. I think this entire month is going to be absolutely awesome. I just don't see anything that's going to happen this month outside of like, I don't know, World War III happening, okay? Outside of something catastrophic. If we just continue to be normal, this month for crypto should be absolutely amazing. I just don't see anything stopping us. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. All right, let's do some Q&A. Man, I don't know. Have you guys been feeling dirty this weekend, man? I've been feeling really, really dirty. It's just like gains left and right. Too much gains every day. Bay Area Research. Can you look at Morphware AI, XMW? It's the most important AI infrastructure project. That's a big statement. I don't know if it's the most important. It's probably not the most important, being that it's at $58 million. And it just came out like 2 months ago. So no, it's not the most important, but I'll look at it. Decentralized machine learning on the blockchain. Yes, you have a couple of these guys. I have looked at this before. Someone showed me this before. I didn't learn anything by looking at this webpage. Okay. The partnerships is kind of weak, especially having Harmony as a partner, who really did not treat their partners well. And this page really does not explain anything that they do. So I'll look more into it, but someone asked me about it. It does not explain anything on what they do from their page. Lazaro, I feel like every time Saylor buys Bitcoin dips, well, he even jokes about that. He even says he's like, he buys at tops. He always buys at tops. That's okay. You know, he's proving that it's okay to buy tops. You don't have to time it. As long as you're going to do it long term, you go DC a long term, it's okay. Mindspare, so I sent you a super chat like 15 minutes ago. I can't. It disappeared. You might as well. You should have just wrote what you would. Because I can't see it. After like 10 minutes, it disappears. So in the future, just super chat after I'm done. But you should have just wrote it again. Mindspare Soul, ask it again. Just don't super chat me. Just type it. I'll try to find it. What's your prediction by Solana by end of year? Next year, I think it's going to be above 1,000. I think it's going to be well above 1,000. Can you check Tara? It's a block DAG L1 with smart contracts. I'll say this right off the bat. DAGs have not done well. I don't know if any DAGs have done well. IOTA was the last big one that has not done well. It's mostly blockchains. DAGs confuse people. So, I don't know why. It's just a different architecture. Debuted in 2021. Taraxa. Some of the, okay, some exchanges. World's only EVM compatible block DAG layer 1. You know, the problem with this is right off the bat, it's going to be lost in a sea of EVM compatible L1s. I feel like it's almost like lost its chance because it's competing with a million L2s now and other L1s that are EVM compatible. Can it get back to its all-time high? Sure. There's a chance of that, but there are so many that it's competing with now in 2024. So that's just my opinion. Elysium, I have heard this before. Blockchain for AI, AI for humanity. That's just stupid marketing right there. AI for humanity. I don't even know what that means. Not familiar with this project. I have heard of it. I'm not familiar with it long. I have to do more research on it. It looks like FDV, so they only released about a third of the tokens. So you have to worry about that. Is it a BSC project? It's on Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum, that may hold it back a little bit because it's on Binance Smart Chain. I don't know too much about it. I have heard of it, just never looked into it, but I will look into it. When did it come out? Ooh, they came out in the worst time. Worst time ever. In the middle of crypto winter. I don't know why they did that. That's like the worst time to launch. I'll look into that one. This is the AI play. What's the deal with Pi Network? Yeah, that's always been a iffy thing. I've never heard good things about Pi Network. You want to check out LimeWire next time? Is the Easy 100. Well, LimeWire did move into the AI space. They used to be like, you know, in the was it torrent space? One good thing about LimeWire is it's on Coinbase. Okay, so one thing, if nothing else, oh wait, I thought they were on Coinbase. Oh no, they're not on Coinbase. My bad. One thing I've learned is if you want to know if something's at least has like a pumpable chance, is to look to see if it's listed on Coinbase. If it's on Coinbase, it has a good chance to be pumped, at least by the whales randomly. Whether it's good or not, if it's on Coinbase, it has a chance of being pumped. If it's not on Coinbase, then it has a harder chance of being pumped. So that's the honest truth. But LimeWire is like, they have made the move to like AI. I don't know how many people use it though, to be honest. But a lot of projects are into this space. Like, okay, you know, AI generator, editor, upscale, painter. It's like more of like a useful product now. Could be something. Relatively low market cap, up 26% today. I think AI stuff is going to be big, like I said. I'll put that on my radar too. Being on Coinbase Wallet is different than being on Coinbase. Someone just said that. It's different than being on Coinbase. But, you know, being relatively low market cap definitely gives them a chance to do well. Peter, what do you think about Shiba? You know what? I'm less bullish on Shiba this cycle because there are so many other memes. Can they get back to their previous high? Yes. They're still sitting at number 12. So obviously they're still one of the bigger memes out there. But there are so many other memes. And everyone loves to FOMO into new memes. And now we got all these other ones listed on Coinbase and Robinhood. So I think they're not going to be as strong as last cycle. But if you're holding it, I think at the very least, it'll get back to its previous high. At the very least. It'll probably go higher, but I don't think it's going to be as strong as, you know, as before. Let's just put it that way. Hedera is still going. Hedera today's led by Hedera and XRP. Hedera, I believe, is it's getting close to its all-time high. Very, very close. If this is right. I don't know if that's right. What is Hedera's all-time high? No, Hedera's all-time high is 51 cents. So it starts to double from here. Here's the thing. I got to be honest about Hedera. Besides the recent partnership with everyone else, right? They're part of the big four. The big four being Hedera, XRP, Stellar, and Cardano. These four are working with the new Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. They're working on the new digital ID system, the new digital voting system, and anything else that this new department is working on, which now seems like it's going to be a real thing. It started out being like, I don't know, kind of jokish, whether or not it's going to be a real thing, whether they're going to do anything, but it seems like they're trying to make it a real thing. So if it's a real thing and these big four are going to be doing something, then, you know, then they're going to benefit greatly, right? So that's why they started pumping. But outside of that, I don't know much that's going on in Hedera. I do like Karate Combat. Obviously, I'm the founder of ISC, and they are on Hedera. They do have a lot going on. Well, they made a lot of changes over the years, but outside these two things, I don't know a lot. Like the TVL is quite small. I don't know a lot of like the dApps are on board outside of Karate Combat. and so forth. But maybe none of that matters. Maybe this one thing will carry them very, very far in 2025. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's all that's needed. Maybe just the digital voting system, if you think about it, and digital ID system, if you get 350 million people on top of it, that's a big deal. Maybe that's all that's needed. Can you check out a dip meme coin? No, I'd rather not. Any good meme coin low cap on Sui network? There probably is, but I have not been paying attention. Do you think people are dumping Solana for XRP right now? Yes, I do think so. I think a lot of people are FOMOing in on what's hot right now. Be careful, guys. It's one thing to hold, like say Hedera or XRP right now, and you don't care about the swings. Another is if you're playing with leverage right now, okay? Because just like yesterday, like I was explaining to my brother-in-law who was like playing with 20x, it's great until it dumps. And we have seen a lot of these dumps like these that will liquidate you like crazy. So if you're playing with leverage on these guys right now, be very, very, very careful. Like when I play with leverage on like XRP or Hedera or whatever, I'm playing with like 3x guys, okay? Even 3x, I could get like, I could lose a lot of money really fast. So I watch it. I watch it like all day. I can make good money from it, but like I watch it and I make sure I set my stop loss if I'm going to sleep, and I don't go crazy with my 20 or 30x like people are doing, because you could get wrecked really fast, right? But if you're holding it, it's awesome. But just, I know a lot of people are like, you know, throwing crazy leverage right now. Be careful. Just any little dip could wipe you out. Like even this, like this for sure will wipe you out. If you're doing like a 20x, even this will probably wipe you out in a 20x. But it is, there's no doubt it's going on a historic run right now, just like 2018. It might even go on a higher run than 2018. Everything online is asking about auto. I don't know about auto. I don't know what auto is. What's auto? It's really small. I don't know what that is. Coinbase intentionally slowing SOL? What does that mean? Do you think Snack could be listed on Coinbase soon? No, they don't list anything that's Cardano based right now, so no. Link is also having a really good day today. Up 12%. It's a really good move. Good for Chainlink. I've always said this. A lot of people are really bullish on Chainlink. I am too. I like them. I've always said without Chainlink, every DeFi project, almost every single chain just stops working because there's no price feeds at all. And they're into RWA play. You know, but I've always said this. They're like, they get really stagnant for long periods of time, and then they just pick up all of a sudden, right? And right now they're going through one of those times. They're up about 100% for the last month, and they're still, you know, in the top 20. They're picking up, so it's good for them. They're up 14% today, so that's really good for them. And I noticed VeChain is picking up a little bit, even though I don't like their new sustainability green direction, but hey, it doesn't matter. Whales like them. They're up 145% this last 30 days. And they're right behind Algorand, who has been extremely hot as well, up 330% in this last month. Crazy. Crazy. Algorand, actually, Charles thinks Algorand could be a really good AI chain. I haven't heard them actually say they want to move in the AI direction. But if they actually announce we're going to put a big emphasis on AI, that would help them even more tremendously and help them move the needle up more. But yeah, they have been doing absolutely, they've been killing it. But you know, yesterday's video, again, if you guys haven't watched it, I named a lot. Like Render's one that I picked up more. I do think they've been killing it, up 90% of the last 30 days. I think they're going to continue to be one of the stronger candidates in AI, even though they're so big. But I think they're going to continue to do well. And there's several other ones that's smaller versions of Render that I think, like in a deep in AI space, that would do well. Yeah. MindSphere Soul, no. It still has nothing to do with ISO 20200022. I don't think it has anything to do with those. But maybe you're right. But I still don't think it has anything to do with those. Or that standard. This is crypto. This is not banking standard. None of these chains are trying to be banking standards. Aurora. Shooting for the stars. A UVM compatible blockchain and ecosystem that runs on a near protocol. So it's okay. So this is exactly like this is exactly like the one that's on Solana that's EVM based. I forgot what the one on shoot. Yeah, so it's the EVM. It's the EVM chain on top of Near. They have one that's exactly the same on Solana. I forgot. I don't think these are gonna do well, to be honest, because no one is jumping on Near or Solana to program EVM. If they were go on Base or L2. They're jumping on Solana or Near because they're just starting fresh with whatever code that they're using. So I don't think they're gonna do well. SCR, maybe not. Maybe not. MindSphere Soul, now I'm thinking about it a little bit. I hate to just discredit you like that and just say no to what you just said. I will look more into it. All right. I have dismissed that notion for a very long time. I'm going to backtrack what I said about some of these coins being ISO 20022 compliant and look more into it. Because I do not think that's the reason why they pump, but maybe there is something to that. But I know Algorand is not part of the Big Four, and it has been doing well, so I'll look more into it. Car D, thank you for that. Helium Mobile and Dot. Not a fan of Dot. I am a fan of Helium Mobile. I know back in the day, a lot of people told me they signed up for that $20 plan. I don't know how many of you guys are still using that $20 plan, but if you are, you let me know because it still seems like it's incredible. Man, Chainlink is still doing very well. Chainlink is still doing quite well here. And XRP is still doing quite well, 270. Hedera is still going up, almost 28 cents. Hedera's all right. Like, to me right here on the 15-minute, they're about to top out. If you have a long placed on Hedera right now, I would close it like now. It's within the next like minute or so, it will come down. It's topping out. And for XRP, 15 minute, 15 minute, it can go up. You can see here, it can go up to the 90s. You're taking a risk if you want to wait for that long. But honestly, like right around here, 270, 275, you could close it out. Short term, if you have a long on either one of these, you should close it out. They haven't run up too much. Especially Hedera. Hedera is just like going too nuts right now. Let's see. Yeah. Five minute could go up a little more, but 15 minutes go top out. Man, both of these are just so sky high. Sky high. Cardi used to link to register with Tap It. Doesn't seem to work anymore. Any news at Tap It? Are you facing the same issue? You know what? My mobile app still works, but I did notice the website and the website on desktop seems to have a little issue. I think they're going through some Cloudflare issues. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. I think they're having some Cloudflare issues. But my new exchange is BitUnix. I've been using them as my main exchange, and they have been really good, to be honest. Still, no KYC, open to U.S. residents, and they have just as many trading pairs. So, Webby, you'll get your wish. All banks, yeah. Okay, Mind Spirit Soul. I will look into it. Yelpy, NYC Riser, maybe Zemmer. Yeah, see, XRP is coming down. I'm gonna close my long on that right now. And my Hedera long, I'm gonna close like right now. Yeah, sometimes it's just like, you don't want to be too greedy. You wait for the top and then just like, it'll crash down hard sometimes. This is good. So this is a good day. And Bitcoin's back to 97. Again, you know what? This is what I've been saying since the beginning of the month, or since the beginning of November. No, since the mid-November. And any dip we have is a buying opportunity. It really is. If you don't have dry powder on the side, I know it sucks, then just continue to hold. But right now, more than ever, it's important to have dry powder on the side. And it's absolutely amazing to be able to take advantage of the dips. And it's amazing to see all these alts come back to life. Some have exceeded their March highs. Some are coming close to it. Some are coming close to their all-time highs. Absolutely, absolutely amazing to see. How are you feeling about Polygon? Not feeling good about it. It's like the only one in my DCA portfolio that is nowhere close and not moving at all. And there's good reason for it. Like everything I've been hearing behind the scenes about Polygon has not been good. They're very threatened by the L2s. Their recent move to Pol has confused to a lot of people. They've been driving games away. They've been trying to push into immutable. And I'm hearing they can't scale as well. So everything I'm hearing about Polygon has not been good. I've not met anyone that has been a dApp maker on Polygon and have told me good things about it. They have all told me like not so good things about it. So yeah, I just can't. I'm hoping it, you know, they could still recover in the bull market. Maybe Sandeep and team can figure things out, but yeah, you know, they're having a real tough time. Real tough time. Man, XRP just does not want to stop. Does not want to stop. You know, guys, it's never too late. Never too late. Yeah, I picked up a few days ago. I went pretty big with my buy, like right here. And I'm up 60% within a matter of like 3 days. I tweeted that I was going to buy on November 29th, and I did. And I'm up 60% in a matter of 3 days. I did not think I'd be up 60% in a matter of 3 days. I've been playing XRP ever since it started pumping up with leverage, and I made good amount. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to buy some. You know, I think it's going to keep going. And I explained all my reasons why yesterday. And it's just been going on a historic run since then. I just closed my long. Yeah, I'll just log in if I can right now. No, I'll just tweet it out. Just remember, when you're playing with leverage, okay, like my recommendation is don't go with anything above 5x. I know like people that are playing with small amounts, they want to make big money, so they go with 10x, 20x, or whatever. That's how you get liquidated really fast. Start with low leverage. Always start low leverage. If you could do 2, 3x, that's the best. It's better to play with higher margin to lower leverage, so it's safer, and just keep rolling, and then you'll build up pretty fast. That's how you do it. And then once you build up that margin, then you could play with bigger amounts and make more. But most people don't do that. Most people like go with smaller margin, like meaning smaller amounts and higher leverage, and that's how they get wrecked really fast. Just if you can be less greedy, just stick with 2 or 3x, make your 10%, 15%, close it out, reopen it, and roll in your profits. Still stick with 2 or 3x, and just keep doing that. You do that 10, 20 times, you'll have double or triple your money, and it's much, much safer to do that than trying to do like one big 20, 25x play. All right, guys, that's it. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. Today is absolutely awesome. Massive Bitcoin supply shock still happening. XRP is mimicking its 2018 movement. Altcoin season, at least the mini version of it, may be happening right in front of our eyes, right before the Santa rally. So everything is hitting on all cylinders right now, guys. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. And I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one and enjoy this message before you go.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.